Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dramatical Murder! Woo! You may have noticed something a little different today. A little different. You know, I look a little different, right? But so I finally decided to invest in the customizable Suica VTuber model. In general, it's such a good resource. It's such a good program for those who, you know, are on a budget and they would still like to participate in VTubing. And also, I have been wanting a, how do you say, a VTuber model for a while. One that kind of, you know, can kind of function, have a little more functionality than what I was using before. Also just because, you know, making a VTuber model yourself and rigging one yourself is also a lot of work. And it's a lot of time that I have to put into learning that I don't exactly have that much time to do. Yeah, so yes, today we're going to be using you know, this model for the first time, and we're gonna see how it goes. I'm still learning a few bits of it. We're still getting used to it, you know. Let's see, like, I'm still kind of getting used to how it functions, how it moves, you know. So we're just gonna, it's a trial and error situation. You know, I tried it a little bit off camera, but actually putting it into an actual video is going to be a little interesting. So we're gonna see. Yeah. So yeah, as you can see, I probably talk a little too fast for the mouth. So we're just gonna go with it, but you know, it should be fine. So you guys are gonna kind of see my ADHD does a little more. My eyes kind of go back and forth between the screens, so you'll see that a lot more as we play these games. So yeah, we're just gonna give it a shot. We're gonna give it a try, and we're gonna see how it goes. So yeah, woo, upgrade for me. So all right, so let's get to it. So last we left off, Alba and Kojaku basically had a fight. Or they made up a little bit, but also like they weren't being on, or Kojaku wasn't being fully transparent. Alba was upset. Alba threw up on himself at the club because all the lights were making him sick. So yeah, so we're gonna see what happens with our two guys here. So let's go. I must have fallen asleep at some point. I'm not sure how long I slept, but the exhaustion and nausea have vanished. I sit up slowly, taking care not to knock right off the bed. Then I get out of bed and check down the water Kojaku left on the table. I'm a lot thirstier. Sorry. I'm a lot thirstier than I realized. I leave the room in search of something else to drink. Though I'm a little dizzy, I can walk well enough. While drinking a glass of water from the bar, I hear some noise downstairs. It sounds like running water. Kojaku, probably. Maybe he's drawing a bath. I know I should go apologize to him. I can't stand the thought of leaving things like that. We still have so much facing us ahead. I head downstairs into the bathroom, but stop myself just as I reach for the doorknob. Ooh. The door isn't closed all the way. I catch a glimpse of bright colors through the gap. It isn't the color of Kojaku's kimono. Wait, what is that? Am I gonna have to censor this? Am I gonna... Is this another censor moment? Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh no, we're just peeking in on his tattoo. Okay. Holding my breath, I lean closer, opening the door just a little more to get a better look. Jaku is inside, washing his kimono in the sink. His back is to me, so he hasn't noticed my presence. His back. I can't take my eyes off it. A tattoo blooms there, a field of bright red flowers. The colors are so vivid that they look almost real. It's incredible, a work of art. But what else? Sorry, but it's what else I see that shocks me to my core. His whole body is covered in scars. I've never seen any of this before. When Kojaku returned to the island, I noticed the scars on his hands and face. I asked him if he'd been in a fight. He dismissed it with a laugh, and we never spoke of it again. The tattoo on his chest was new as well, but that was just a normal tattoo. I never thought much of it. The scars I can see on him are now faint, faded. They must be very old. Where did he get all those scars? On the mainland, obviously. The same place he must have gotten that tattoo. This isn't the Kojaku I know. Maybe that's only natural. He spent years away from the island, away from me. Anything could have happened in that time. But I forgot all about that. I convinced myself I knew all there was to know. In truth, the only Kojaku I really know is the child who left all those years ago. This Kojaku is someone else. Well, that's true. Like, to Aoba, Kojaku is still the same child that he knew back then, and so he's treating Kojaku like his idea of Kojaku, right? You know? So maybe, yeah, so now this is Aoba's realization that he's like, maybe I don't know Kojaku as much as I assume or think I do. You know? Yeah? Okay. I step away from the door, seized by an indescribable feeling of loss. When I finally realize I've been holding my breath, I let out a quiet sigh. Then I trudge back up the stairs and collapse into the bed. The tattoo on Kojaku's back. Those scars. I can't think about anything else. I close my eyes, trying to calm myself down. But my door opens only moments later. He's here. Kojaku. I roll over to face the wall. Can't bear to let him see my face. Not now.
風呂場に乾燥機があって助かった。超速乾燥ですぐ乾いたわ。
Well, this is awkward. He totally sounds normal. Oh, he sounds totally normal. I know that I should follow his lead and act like nothing has changed. But I can't. Still facing the wall, I speak.
紅雀。
ん？
Hmm? Hmm? Okay.
お前さ、
なんだ、どうした？
Come on, not Kojaku. Come on, Oba.
お前、何を隠してる？
うん。なんだよ。いきなりどうした？
はぐらかすな。
So convincing.
俺、今、お前をどう信じればいいかわからなくなってる。自信がない。
I feel like I don't know you
俺はお前の
anymore.
こと
I don't know you
全然知ら
anymore.
ないから。
No. This isn't what I wanted to say. I don't even know what I want to say. And still, my mouth keeps moving.
お前が緑島にいなかった時のことを俺は知らない。知りたいって思うけど、どうすればいいかよくわかんねえんだよ。
Of course.
今、俺たちは東へのところへ行くためにいろいろ考えなきゃいけない。無駄な時間食ってる場合じゃない。
It's important to me.
けど、
It's very important to the plot.
お前を信じる自信がない。
Oh, that's a
お
good
前
one,
に
yeah.
信じてもらえてる自信もねえよ。
I can't trust you. I'm not even sure you trust me. Yeah, he's got a point there.
青葉
Suddenly overcome with panic, I sit up and turn to face Kojaku. He's staring at his feet with a solemn look on his face. The sight triggers a pang of guilt. Just as I open my mouth to explain, Kojaku speaks first.
どうしても話せねえんだ。悪い青葉
Okay, sorry. I sense both concern and rejection in his words.
お前を苦しめちまってることは本当に悪い
If
と思
you
って
know, then why do you keep
自
doing
分で自分を
it?
殴りてえくらいだ。
Sorry.
お前が俺を信じられねえってのも仕方がね
I can't blame you if you don't trust. Sorry. Can you tell I'm having fun with the model? Now you guys can see me panic, like, physically.
えけど俺がお前を助けたいって気持ちに
I hate that.
What's
I hate it. I hate it. Every time they're just like, I can't tell you anything, but just know I really want to protect you, right? And you're just like, how? How are you gonna protect me? I don't even know what was trying to hit me. Like, what if it shows up? I don't know what it is. You know? Anyway, sorry.
だからそれだけは信じてくれ。何都合のいいこと言ってんだと思うだろうが。
Yeah, sure, whatever.
頼む青葉
Sure. You know, this is probably why they ended up so messy, you know? Know what I mean? Because it's just like, I just can't tell you stuff. You know, like, okay. Fine.
わかった。
See? Fine. There's nothing else I can say. Nothing that will get through. The wall between us is too strong. My words barely scratch the surface. Can't tell you, he said. That's all there is to it.
嫌な思いさせてごめんな。今日はもう寝た方がいい。隣にいるから何かあったらすぐ呼べよ。
Yeah, just go. Leave.
あ
Sure.
おやすみ。
Well, not Oyasumi, you. No Oyasumis for you. The sound of the door closing thunders in my ears. I squeeze my eyes closed and mash my face into the comforter. Ojaku is trying to protect me, and I want to trust him. We should be on the same page, but somehow we keep slipping past each other. Why does it bother me so much? I have more important things to worry about, don't I? We came here for a reason. I need to keep my head in the game. Get your head in the game. Of course. That's easier said than done. With all the awful things I said to Kojaku, aren't I the one forgetting our mission here?
くそ。
Guilt and self-loathing wash over me, and all I can do is curse. The memories. Not Ba-chan, not Ba-chan. Wait, she's really late then. Dang, okay. Not the feet, not the little feetsies.
こんなとこにいたのか。あちこち探したんだぞ。
Yeah, cause grandma didn't come home.
青葉、目が赤い。泣いてるのか。うん。いいぜ、ゆっくりで。待ってるから。話せそうだと思ったら話せよ。
話せよ。
ない。ん？泣いてない。
I wasn't crying. I was, you know, it wasn't.
嘘だ。泣いてる。
嘘つき。
泣いてない。わかったよ。じゃあ泣いてない。で、どうしたんだよ。うん？
うん？
なんでもない。嘘つけ。言わないとタエさんに青葉が嘘ついたって言うぞ。ばあちゃんが帰ってこない。タエさんが5時には帰ってくるって言ったのに。今はもう7時か。大丈夫だって。忙しくてちょっと遅れてるんだろ。泣いてない。そうだそうだ、泣いてないんだった。あ、じゃあさ、タエさんが帰ってくるまで。
That's a good question. That's not a good question. That's a good solution. That's a good solution.
そしたらあっという間だしな。ほら、手。
I love this CG. Oh, this one's so cute.
寂しいとか悲しいとか、そういうのに負けるな。俺たち強くなってタエさんや
So
母さん
weird
を
saying
守らない
Kotaku
と。
without tattoos, though. I'm just like, wait, what is this tattoo?
よし、それじゃあまずはどっちがブランコ高く焦げるか競争だ。ん？ゴージャ君も負けるな。おう。
I wake to a suffocating feeling of nostalgia. I get out of bed, rubbing my eyes. That dream was a memory from when we were kids, before Kojaku left Midori-jima. I met him one day after he moved into our neighborhood. He lived alone with his mother, just like I did with Granny. So we played at each other's houses a lot. Granny was often away for work. I told myself it was no big deal, but sometimes I get these panic attacks. Now that I think about it, I must have been repressing my loneliness, telling myself that Granny was busy and I shouldn't be a bother. She's the only family I have. No wonder I felt insecure. When my anxiety got the better of me, I'd run out of the house crying. And Kojaku, he would be the one to find me. He'd always find me, no matter where I went. As a kid, I wasn't much good at talking to people. I mostly kept quiet, head bowed. But Kojaku was always patient. He'd wait as long as it took for me to open up, and he'd always keep me company until Granny came home. It was so reassuring having him around. I came to think of him as a kind of superhero, not that I'd ever admit that now. He always tried to understand me. He was always there, leading just a few steps ahead, never too far to catch. Something changed when we grew up. I mean, of course it would, right? It's not like we could be kids forever. That dream made me realize something, that unconditional trust is a luxury for children. Oh, interesting. That's an interesting thing to say. As adults, we learn to question people's motives, to assume things based on how we think people should be. Bit by bit, those assumptions diverge from the truth, and that's why it's like this between us now. But that dream showed me something else too. It showed me the one thing that hasn't changed. Kojaku's hiding something from me. There's no question about that. But when he said that he wanted to protect me, that wasn't a lie. The expression on his face when he said that was the same as it was all those years ago. I'll just have to trust that if nothing else. I want to trust him, just like he did back then, believing that I would open up.
Yoshi.
No time to be sitting here pondering my dreams. I get out of bed and start right up.
Ohayo, Aoba.
Ohayo, Ren! Ohayo!
Ohayo.
My jacket is laid out on top of my bed. When I pick it up, I notice it smells of detergent. Kojaku must have washed it together with his kimono. I pick up my jacket and leave the room. I need to talk to Kojaku. Standing in front of his door, I gather my courage. Just act normal, like nothing's changed. I take a deep breath and knock. No response. I wait a little longer, but nothing. Doesn't sound like there's anyone inside. Is he? I throw the door open. The room is empty. Again, Kojaku, you're killing me. He went out on his own? Again? Again? Shame. Pain flares in my chest. I struggle to ignore it. I've decided to trust him, but still shocked to know that he left me behind. Maybe you're developing feelings or something. I don't know. I'm just joking. I hate myself so much for feeling this way. But at the same time, I know that doubting him is pointless. He must have a reason for acting this way. I don't know what the reason is, but there's a good chance he's caught up in something serious. He's never been the type to ignore I'm so sorry. Ignore something once it's landed on his shoulders. I close the door slowly. I trust Kojaku. I've already made my decision. I'm going to trust him, no matter what.
Ne.
You're a better man than me, Aoba. Just because, you know, in this situation, it's like they have a lot of like, you know, history and like working out of like gapping that time they were apart or whatever. And like at this point, I'm pretty sure Aoba and Kojaku like have, well, Kojaku likes Aoba. But Aoba doesn't know if he I don't think Aoba knows that he likes Kojaku, or like he hasn't developed those feelings yet for Kojaku. I don't know. But if it were me, I'd be like, listen, bestie, we are in this weird place together. It's dangerous. Like, this is not the time. This is not the time to not tell me stuff, because it's like, I also need to know where you are. You know, what if they kidnap you or something? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Anyway, so let's try.
了解
Going after Toei is important, but right now, I want to make Kojaku my priority. He's important to me too. I bet he is. Something tells me that leaving him alone is a recipe for disaster. I send Kojaku a message, just in case, then dash down the stairs and out the front door. The problem, of course, is that I don't even know where to start. I figure my best shot is to head to the place he met up with that woman yesterday. As always, the main street is a slice of paradise. An artificial atmosphere of joy covers everything. I make my way through it, acutely aware that I'll never feel comfortable here. That's for sure. I head down a side street and come out in front of the building from before. I don't see anyone that looks like Kojaku outside. Is he inside? Or is he just not here?
どこ行ったんだよ
Yeah, where is he? He hasn't responded to my message. My only option is to search blindly around town. Speaking of which, he told me not to come here again, didn't he? Wonder what he meant by that. As I'm staring at the building, considering my options, someone taps me on the shoulder.
No.
Is it the guy? It's the guy!
Yeah.
The dangerous guy. I turn to see the man from yesterday. He narrows his fox-like eyes and smiles.
Oh,
Hey! Hey girl, hey!
昨日は楽しめたかい
No. Absolutely not. How dare you? No, just that.
まあ
Does he?
そうかならよかった今日はどうしたの中へ入るなら昨日あげたカードで入れるよ
That is not the point. That is not the point right now. That we're not is not our intentions.
いや今日は違うようでちょっと人を探してて
I'm looking for a homie. You know somebody?
友達
友達?
そんな感じです
そうかもしよかったら手伝おうか
いやさ
I
すが
could
に
ask
そ
you
れは
to
悪い
do
し
that. Could I? Could I?
これから歩いて探そうってんじゃないよその
Just
友
tell
人
me
の外見や特徴を聞
Tell me
く
what
だ
they
け
look
さ
like. Hmm?
俺も用事があるから周りに注意して見てみるぐらいしかできないけど
Just like a fox would say. Just like a kitsune. Just like a kitsune.
いやでも
言いたくないなら言わなくていい無理に聞こうとも
Don't
思
tell
わ
me
ない
what
し
to do.
だからそんな難しい顔しないです
みません
謝る必要はないから君素
I
直
don't like that. I don't like that at all.
好きだよ今日でも気をつけた方がいい
I skipped it.
君はちょっと
I never know when they're
無
done
謀だ
talking. I think it's the only thing I don't like about
信じて
Dramatical
た
murder so
はず
far.
のものにいき
I think in slow damage I could
ガブッ
I knew when they were done talking, you know what I mean?
食べられちゃうかもしれないよ
Dig! What is this, 7? No, I'm just joking. Yeah, dig, you know?
はあ
おや
The man's expression suddenly turns serious. I start to turn to see wait. The medicine hasn't kicked in, I'm sorry. I start to turn to see what got his attention. Then his smile reappears.
さてと、それじゃあ俺はこれから中に入るんでね。君も人探し頑張って。
ありがとうございます。
またね。
The man heads to the door, seeming to glide as he walks. His steps hardly make a sound. That must be how rich people. No, I'm gonna tell you right now. I've met a lot of very variously wealthy, rich, wealthy, abhorrently wealthy people in my life. There's a variety, there's a variety of people. Some rich people just really want you to care that they're there. Some of them are like ghosts, they just hide in plain sight. And but I do not think I've ever met a rich person whose steps don't make a sound. I think most rich people, but besides the people who are ghosts, I still hear them, but it's just they're kind of they act like normal people rather than being oh, you can tell I'm rich. You know what I mean? It's or they don't draw attention to themselves, so they just seem like a normal person. They fit in rather than being oh, I'm I don't make noises because I'm rich. I'm so rich, I don't make noise or whatever. I don't think I've ever met a rich person like that. So, maybe there is a person like that out there, but I've never met one. I've never met that type of rich person, if they exist. Anyway, that's my tangent, sorry. Kojaku's walk is the opposite. Long, gruff strides. But that doesn't mean he's broke. Doesn't mean he's poor. Aoba. Sorry. I watched the man vanish into the club. Come to think of it, we were talking about him when Kojaku warned me away from this place. Something about my description of the man seemed to strike a nerve.
Aoba.
Ren pokes his head out of my bag.
どうした？
少し前にベニが近くにいたようだ。
ベニー！
え？
ベニ特有の羽ばたきが聞こえた。
ってことは、紅雀も近くにいたのか？
おそらく。
探すぞ。
They might still be in the area.
何やってんだよ、紅雀。
Yeah, brother, what are you doing? Girl! It's like we're playing tag or something. Ah! Okay. With growing annoyance, I retrace my steps back into the alley. I look all over. I don't know if I think it's because it's in the middle. I think this CG is the one that I'm get away from me. We gotta get out. This is the dangerous CG. I look all over for Kojaku after that, but no luck finding him. As I'm making my way back to the main street, exhausted, a drop of water hits me in the face. Given that the weather in Platinum Jail is artificial, this rain must be scheduled or something.
濡れないうちにさっさと戻るか。
Yeah, let's get back. Agreed. I don't hate the rain or anything, but I'd really rather not get soaked in the middle of town. Plus, the rain might make Kojaku head back to Glitter. With that in mind, I walk briskly down the street. It's raining cats and dogs by the time I get back to Glitter.
結構濡れたな。
I finally have a moment to catch my breath once I get inside. My clothes are wet and cold. I quickly take off my jacket and grab a towel from the bathroom to dry myself with.
レンは濡れてないか？
I touch the ball of blue fur sticking outside of my bag.
大丈夫だ。
だな。
It doesn't look like I need to worry about water damage. After setting Ren down on the floor, I head upstairs with a towel around my neck. I slip through the living room into my bedroom and sit down on the bed. For whatever reason, my eyes drift to the window. It's covered with raindrops. I can't hear anything through the thick glass. I hope Kojaku's okay. Probably soaked. Just then, I hear something at the front door. I get up and poke my head out of my room. It's Kojaku. He's heading up the stairs. Oh. Ah. I always panic every time because I'm just always just like, is it time for the scene I think it is? I open my mouth to say something, but freeze when I get a good look. He's sopping wet from head to toe, and his expression is deadly serious. There's a dark cloud hanging over his head, as if he lost something precious and can't remember where. I hear the water in his shoes sloshing with each step. Nervous as I am, I stand in the doorway to my room and wait for him. He stops right in front of me. I suddenly find his presence intimidating. It was hard enough to talk to him before. Now, I can barely breathe. I should say something, yeah? Right? I think that makes sense. Huh? I should save, actually. Every time there's a decision, we must save. Just in case. Just in case anything goes wrong. Let's say something.
お前、すげえ濡れてるし。
I want to make a suggestive joke so bad, but I'm not going to.
風邪ひくぜ。ほら。
Yeah, take my jacket. Sorry. Trying to act as normal as possible. I offer him the towel from around my neck. He grabs my arm and pulls.
No.
Ooh. Ah. 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 Okay. Suddenly off balance, I stumble into his chest. Sorry. I look up and my heart skips a beat. Sorry. Kojaku, is that really you? He's staring at me with eyes so dark, I almost don't recognize him. A drop of water drips from his bangs, rolls down his cheek, and falls from his chin. Kojaku.
紅雀。
Kojaku.
どういうことだ?
Excuse me.
Uh.
あいつと何を話して
Oh, he caught. Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, he caught us together.
あいつって。
I think this is. Is this it? I think this is it. I think this is the scene. Suddenly, Kojaku grabs my shoulders and pushes. I think this is it. Ah! Am I gonna have to censor this? Ah! Okay, sorry. I'm already off balance, so it doesn't take much effort to force me back onto the bed. It is this scene. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna see. I don't think I have to censor this, but man, he is wet. Oh, they were, you know, sometimes the description is more, I've said this before. Sometimes the description is more descriptive than the actual image. So sometimes I'm like, huh? But I'm here, I'm like, oh no, he's, yeah, that's correct. That is right.
あいつと何を話してた?
Okay, calm down.
紅雀?
I mean, you know when I think about it, it's funny that he like pushed him onto the bed to be like, what'd you say? And I'm just like, did you have to? Like, I feel like you could have just been like Kabadon or something, but I know it's a dating sim, you know, trying to get dokies or whatever. I'm just saying. Okay.
あいつと
あいつ?
Nah. Kojaku roughly pins my hands against the sheets. Yeah, I'm like, this could have been a Kabadon, was it? This could have been an email. Except this could have been a Kabadon. Him? Him who? Who is he talking about? And what's with his eyes? I can't even tell where he's looking.
紅弱、おい、
You okay, brother?
大丈夫か？
Brother, snap out of it, Kojaku. Oh. I totally forgot that this was the conversation they were having in this scene. I thought it was like a, oh, I can't control my feelings for you anymore. That's what this scene was, and I did not realize it was this conversation. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Kojaku presses his face to my shoulder. I immediately feel a sharp pain on my neck. Does he bite? Okay. Yeah, did he just bite me? Next, I feel something warm and slimy against my skin.
似合ってんだよ。
The slippery sensation slides over the bite. I hear moist sounds and ragged breathing.
紅弱、やめろって。
Okay. I promise I can do this. I'm sorry. I promise I can do this. I promise. I'm gonna take it seriously. Sorry. I don't know if my meds are working or not. I don't know why I'm so boopy today. But my squirming doesn't seem to bother Kojaku in the least. He goes right. Sorry, he goes right. I'm sorry. I promise. I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna lock in. Sorry. He goes right on licking and biting my neck. What? What is going on?
おい。
That's what I want to know. When he rolls my shirt. Don't make me censor this, Kojaku. Okay, when he rolls my shirt up, that's when I really start to panic. He gives my neck one more lick, then slides his tongue to my ear. I thought this was interrogation. See, there's no more answering of questions, you know. I don't know what is happening, but I know it's gonna get real weird if I don't stop it soon. I like the way he describes it. It's gonna get real weird. Like, okay.
紅弱、おい、何考えてんだよ。やめろって。
I try to push him off. Okay. Kojaku merely tightens his grip, fingernails digging into my wrist as if demanding submission. That's all it takes to keep me pit. Okay. The blood drains from my face. It's like he doesn't hear a word I'm saying. Has he lost his mind? He looks like Kojaku, but he's acting like another person entirely. Icy dread rises in the pit of my gut. What do I do? With a faint groan, he shoves his hand beneath my bunched up shirt.
おい。
Oh, I guess this is them censoring it because it's the zoom in, right? Yeah. His calloused hands slide over my skin and grope my chest. I'm sweating with fear, and the moisture makes his hands stick to my skin.
どっけ。つか、マジで何やって。
He licks my ear, then blows into it. He's supposed to be like out of control right now, and it's just like, oh, he blows on it. So it's supposed to be like aggressive, but he's just like, I'm so aggressive right now, out of control right now. Sorry. I'm making fun of Kojaku because I like Kojaku. He's my favorite character in Dramatical Murder. This is why I make fun of him. You know, I don't make fun of anyone in slow. Well, I do make fun of some people in Slow Damage, but in Slow Damage, I'm a lot nicer to them because I'm just like, I think they're reacting not under the influence of whatever, but so, unless you're Toa. But that's because Toa wants to. Anyway, sorry.
紅弱紅弱
Sorry, I need a moment. I struggle harder, but Kojaku overpowers me with terrifying strength and jams his tongue into my ear canal. Okay. The noise, thick and moist, drowns out my thoughts. I try to turn my head away, but that's when I feel something against my crotch. Okay, I'm ready for censorship now. Okay, well, we'll see. Kojaku has slipped his hands into my pants and taken a firm hold of me.
離せやめろ
Sorry. Yeah. I squirm frantically, but Kojaku doesn't let go. Why is this happening? Why is this happening? And why with Kojaku?
気をつけた方がいい。君はちょっと無防備だから。
Not the short-term foreshadowing.
食べられちゃうかもしれないよ。
I knew I didn't trust him when he was like, dig. Why? Why does this have to happen? What's changed inside Kojaku? I don't understand. This isn't the world I know. Sekai. Sorry. I'm coping. I'm so sorry. But of course, I don't really know anything about Kojaku, do I? No, not him! Not the guy! Not the other homo. Sharp pain shoots through my head. Oh no, are we gonna... Don't use the scrap! Don't use the scrap! You don't know how to use it, homo! No! Okay. My head... Destroy. The voice emerges from the pounding in my skull. Destroy now! But I don't want to. Destroy him. No! No! Don't do it!
No!
A jolt of pleasure brings me back to reality. Kojaku is aggressively Sorry. Me. Okay. Can't believe it. How can any part of me be enjoying this? Well, to be fair, it is... What is it? A biological, physical reaction. I was gonna say a physical reaction. So it's not completely your fault, bestie. Okay. What am I? A man? What am I? A man? A white man? No! Have you guys seen New Girl? You guys know that line, that meme. A white man came into the school today. A white man? No! What am I, a man? Or a plaything?
嫌だやめてくれ
Destroy. I don't want to destroy. But if I do nothing, I'll lose Kojaku forever. I don't want our relationship to end. Why does it have to be like this? I don't know, you tell me, bestie. Please. Make it stop. Destroy him. Stop it.
やめろ紅弱
Use the powers. This time, it works. Kojaku stops. Why now? Gradually, his eyes regain their focus. He seems to recognize me. Finally. Oh, he feels bad now. I can. Okay, his eyes widen. His lips quiver. It's like he didn't know what was happening either. Smack him! Sorry. The moment I see that look on his face, my right— yeah, smack him! My right hand is in motion! Even— okay, if it's not his fault, we're sorry, but smack him, bruh! Kojaku freezes once again. Face turned to the side by the impact of my slap. The impact of my slap! Sorry. It dawns on me that I hit him. I slapped! Sorry. My hand just moved. But I can't get the words out. My hand is still shaking. Grip it. Oh, I grip it, sorry. I grip it firmly with my left hand to still it. I'm not even sure why I'd hit him. It felt like an eruption from somewhere deep inside me. But an eruption of what? Well, to be fair, in the beginning I wanted to slap Kojaku, so maybe we'll just say, oh, that's because that's from before, when you acted a fool with all those girls. Okay, let's just say that. Yeah? Okay. I want to apologize, but I can't. Kojaku, why? That one question dominates my thoughts. I look at Kojaku, hoping for an answer. Say something. Anything. Yell. Get angry if you want. Just say something. Kojaku doesn't try to speak. His cheek grows redder by the second. Silence fills the room. Unwanted. The words quiver on my tongue, as if I were crying.
なんで何も言ってくれねえんだよ
All I feel is grief. No matter how I struggle, I can't get through. He doesn't understand me. I don't understand him. We aren't on the same page. We aren't even in the same universe. Kojaku closes his eyes, brow knotted, then turns his back to me. And then he leaves without a word. That got me, sorry. That part got me. That part got me. I've been fooling around this whole time and I'm like, man, I played myself. Once the door closes, time finally starts to move again. My shoulders heave as I gasp for breath. I feel like I just ran a marathon. I let out a trembling sigh and curl up on the bed. My head still hurts. When I close my eyes, I can feel the throbbing waves crash over me, like my brain is turning to slush. In the depths of my skull, terror still hums. My neck and ears still feel damp. Jaco was out of his mind. He wanted to hurt me, crush me. Of that I am certain. Somehow, my cry brought him to his senses. That sensation. Destroy. Was that scrap? Is that what brought Kojaku back? Granny said that my voice has power over people, that I can use it to manipulate minds and bend them to my will. That depending on how I use it, I can destroy a person's mind, kill them. Did that power save me just now? What would have happened if Kojaku hadn't snapped out of it? I can recall vividly the terror and the shame. I was so scared, not only of what Kojaku might do, but also that we might never be able to go back to the way things were. And now, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to face him? After all this, can I really say that our relationship is still intact? Isn't it already too late? Maybe Kojaku and I are... No. I can't imagine hating Kojaku. Not even after what he did. Because this is fantasy, I'm like, hear him out. Because there's a lot of weird stuff going on where it's like, oh, he's being influenced. There's like weird brain stuff, like brain control stuff. That's the only reason I'm like, no, wait. After you talk to him. In real life, if this happens, cut him. Gut him, punch him, slap him, do something. Do it. No. You don't need to talk. The damage that is done, you know? So, in sci-fi, magic, weird stuff, where people can be easily mind controlled, whatever, you hear him out. In real life, there's no such thing. No. It's a no from me. So, but Aoba, you got the right stuff. You did. Okay. Sorry. Oh, goodness. Sorry, give me a sec. Oh, I need to catch my breath. I have water, but I'm really dry these days, so give me a sec. I don't know why I'd be so dry. I mean, it was awful. But the thing that's really eating at me is the fact that I don't know why it happened. Even now, will he still refuse to talk? Does he still want me to just shut up and wait? If you want to dig even deeper, you can enter a person's mind. Granny said that my power can do that too. If I use it, maybe I can find out everything I've been wanting to know. But is that really the right thing to do? Destroy him. The voice that spoke amid the pain. It felt like quicksand dragging me down, and also like a tornado carrying me away. Very nearly took control. What am I supposed to do? A scratch, sorry. At the door scratch, sorry. A scratch at the door snaps me out of my thoughts. Red! What now? I get up off the bed and walk to the door. When I open it, I see a blue ball of fur looking up at me, tail wagging.
Ren!
Red!
青葉、大丈夫か?
No. No.
Mm.
No, don't lie. I crouch down to pick him up. The texture of his fur is something I know well, but this time, the sensation brings tears to my eyes. I bury my face in his fur. My arm still aches where Kojaku grabbed me.
青葉、
I'm not okay, Red. We're not okay.
大丈夫。
We're not okay. I set Ren down on the floor. It's okay. I'm okay. 大丈夫. 大丈夫. Anyway, sorry. I'm triggered, you know. Toa lives in my mind, you know. If I don't keep repeating those words in my head, I'm afraid I might collapse on the spot. I put my disheveled clothes back in order and pick Ren up again before heading downstairs. I retrieve my bag from the couch and put Ren inside.
出かけるのか?
Maybe. We probably should, honestly.
ちょっと外の空気に当たりたい。
Not the fresh air.
そうか。
I stroke Rin's head and head out the front door. It's still raining, but not as hard as before. The fresh air is soothing, only a little. No need for an umbrella. I walk out into the rain. Even in the rain, the city is full of life. The people I see actually seem to be enjoying the weather. I feel out of place, so I keep to the edges of the street as I walk. Although the rain has let up considerably, the sensation of the drops hitting my hair is still kind of uncomfortable. I just don't have the energy to do anything about it. I walk on aimlessly for a while, my mind blank. Before I know it, my feet have carried me back to the club. I don't feel like going inside, so I lean against the wall of the alley. The wall is freezing against my rain-soaked skin. Outside like this, I don't believe that I dreamt what happened. But it wasn't a dream. The pain in my arm is proof of that. Will he ever come back? Maybe not. Even if he does, can we beat Toei like this? Splash interrupts my thoughts. Who is it? Yep, that's what I thought. Yeah, whatever. The kimono-clad man is standing there. He smiles and offers me his umbrella.
雨だって言うのにどうしたの？それとも雨に濡れるのが好きなのかな？
I do not want to amuse you right now, Kitsune man!
ひどい顔。
Yeah! Because of you! Albo doesn't even know it's because of him, so... He smirks and cocks his head to the side.
何かあった？
Maybe.
でも気をつけた方がいい。君はちょっと無防備だから。
Also, he is holding... Hold on a second. He is using a paper umbrella. This is not for rain. This is for the sun. How is the umbrella not broken? Sorry. I'm saying what Oba wants to say right now, where I'm just like, you're ugly. Your umbrella sucks. It's not for the rain. I hate your kimono. You know, when you're like upset at someone else. And so you're just like, you're ugly. You take it out on someone else. Don't do that. But, you know, it's that thing where like, I hate everything that's happening in this conversation right now because I'm mad at someone else, you know? So anyway, sorry. He was right. That's exactly what happened. As I stand there in silence, the man sighs.
答えられるような心境じゃないようだね。
Yeah, you better.
だからこんなところに突っ立ってるんだろうし。
That is why I'm hanging around here, actually. So.
でも、このままだと風邪をひいてしまうよ。
Girl, don't tell me what to do!
早く帰った方がいい。
Doing my mama? Please. He looks up to the sky. Check the weather before returning his gaze to me.
帰らないの？
No.
帰りたい気分じゃないです。
おやおや。
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I love that. Oh yeah, oh yeah. He narrows his eyes suggestively and don't be suggestive to me. He narrows his eyes suggestively and smiles.
君が女の子なら脳殺者の殺し文句なんだけどね。まあ。 ずっとこんなところにいるのは
We're gonna go inside this club, aren't we?
何か温かい
We're
も
gonna
の
go
で
inside the
も飲もう
club.
か。
Okay.
でも
I didn't realize how frustrating it was playing this game. Maybe when I was playing it like before, I had a lot more tolerance for stuff where I'm like, yeah, just follow the dude. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, you know, I'm like, yeah, we gotta progress the story. Now I'm just like, This man is untrustworthy. Why are we following him? I hate it here. Anyway.
すぐそこだから。
You shouldn't even go in this club. Last time you threw up because of all the lights. Okay. Sorry. He points at the building with his shin.
あのクラブのオーナーと知り合いでね。一室を借りて居座らせてもらってるんだよ。俺はもともとプラチナジェイルに住んでるわけじゃないからね。
Of course you don't. The man finishes with a shrug. He's inviting me back to his room? Oba. I... Okay. I don't know what to do. Should I go with him? I don't even know his name. Yeah, exactly. Stranger danger, Oba! Stranger danger! Why would he offer to help me in the first place? He barely knows me. It's shady. But at the same time, the light bulb flashes in the back of my mind. Not the light bulb! Kojaku told me to stay far away from this place. And he got touchy when I mentioned this guy, too. What if this guy knows something about Kojaku? You gonna ask the shady man? You have more luck asking Kojaku and being like, if you don't tell me right now, I'm gonna slap you. Or like, you know, I'll make out with you or something if you tell me. Like, I don't know, like... Anyway, sorry. I'm just like... I forgot that this was the method. Okay. And then there's the warning he gave me before. Might have been a coincidence, but he practically foretold the future. Maybe it's worth a shot.
どうする?
Okay. I nod.
そうこなくちゃ。
I hate it here. Oh boy. The man smiles cheerfully, puts his arm around my shoulder.
濡れないように、もっとこっちにおいで。あ、そうだ。名前、教えてくれる?
Okay.
Aoba.
He's not even gonna give you his name.
青葉か。
Oh no, he is. Okay, I was just like...
いい名前だ。俺は劉邦。
Okay.
劉邦。
Yoo-ho. Okay.
そう。よろしく。
Yoroshiku. Except it's not nice to meet you. No. I don't know. I'm so residually mad for no reason. I don't know why. Yoo-ho sends me towards the building. His smile never falters. Am I really doing the right thing? The sound of rain against his umbrella is deafening. I will not. Don't tell me what to do.
どうも。
He sets a white teacup on the black table in front of me. It's filled with a pale amber liquid. Flower petals drift on the surface, and a curious fragrance rises from the cup.
いい香りだろ。わざわざ取り寄せたもので。
Well, it's not a
日本では売ってないんだよ。
Japanese thing. I thought it was okay. Where'd you get it from? Europe? China? Thailand? Where are all the like teas that don't exist in Japan? You know what I mean? I take a sip. No, why did you take a sip? You're not supposed to take things from a stranger. It's okay. We're gonna be okay. I hope. Okay. So like okay. I take a sip. A florid aroma fills my nose. In the cup, the petals dance like blossoms on the wind.
おいしい。
Spicy.
それはよかった。
Yuho sits down across from me, holding a teacup of his own. He's looking right at me, smiling. I have to look away. A few minutes ago, he led me through the club to his home. The second floor of the building had a tattoo parlor, and the third floor had apartments for the staff. Yuho lives in one of those. Like its occupant, the apartment doesn't fit into any mold I know of. It's a traditional Japanese room with straw mats, but the decor is a mix of East and West. A lot of the furniture looks like European antiques. Not based on this picture, no. I also noticed tattoo designs pinned up around the room. In the dim light, they look almost like charms at a shrine. It's a little eerie.
あの絵ってもしかして
Are you a tattoo artist?
ああ、彫り師をやってるんだよ。
へえ
Eh? That must be why the room smells vaguely of ink. Mizuki! The tattoo artist, just like Mizuki. The memory brings an echo of pain. Huh? That's Kojaku's tattoo! Foreshadowing! That design. I feel like I've seen it before.
青葉くん、入れ墨に興味あるの？
Sorta.
え、ああ、まあでも入れるほどじゃないですけど。
ずいぶん熱心に見てるからさ。ご要望とあらば俺が彫ってあげるよ。
Hate that.
そんな悪いし、つかなんでそこまでいろいろ
Good question. See, we're asking the good questions now. We're asking the good questions now. I decide to go out on a limb and ask. Yuho looks up at the ceiling, as if considering his answer.
一目見て気に入ったから。
I saw you from across the room.
一目惚れってやつだね。
Love at first sight. Ew. Away from me. Away from me.
というのは冗談で。
I just had breakfast this morning with some friends, and we were talking. My friend was talking about the experience where she went to the club with some of our other friends that I wasn't at, and it's a story she always tells. But basically, it's like there were these guys who were like fighting over our friend who wasn't even paying attention to them. They just had a whole like fight on their own because she was like dancing on like this little like kind of railed area, and they were like, so they were kind of like a level above, and then the guys were like dancing underneath the railing, but they had no idea that these guys were like going at it. And so and like later my friend had to explain to them, and it was just like, girl, I was slapping their hands away because they were trying to grab your ankles, and they're just like, oh, we were just like FaceTiming and Snapchatting the whole time, and it's just like, I didn't even know this was happening. It's like, yeah, it's crazy. And so it just reminded me of this where he's just like, oh, it's like love at first sight. I'm like, huh? Where? When? Like, what kind of pickup line? Like, you know, where it's just like, oh, love at first sight. She didn't even know you were looking. That's what it feels like. Like, I'm like, what? Anyway, so Yuho goes, just kidding. And I'm like, yeah, sure, Jan. He smiles as I struggle for a reply, then flicks the handle of his teacup with a finger.
こんなこと言うとうさんくさいって思うだろうけどね。
See,
正直に言うと
get this man away from
君に
me!
人とは違うものを感じたからだ。
This shady man away from me!
これは冗談で言ってるんじゃないよ。君を見たとき、
Okay, he's not wrong
君の
about
中
that,
に尋常じゃない力、
but because he also has some
生
kind of
命
powers,
力
I
が溢れ
think.
ているのを感じた。
は
What is it, like birds of a feather flock together type stuff, you know? Is he gonna ask me to join a cult? That's a good question. Is he gonna ask me to join a cult? But Yuho looks so dead serious as he continues.
君からはうねりを感じる。それは単
He
独
said
で起
it.
こせるも
He
のじゃ
said the
ない。
magic word.
理
Destruction.
非語、破壊。それらが君の中で意志を持ち、混在してる。
You know, playing this now, I'm just like, Am I sure Ryuho isn't just like a psychiatrist? It's a psychiatrist of some sort, and he just does tattoos, you know? There's some people like that, you know? They're just like, you know, I kind of like have this thing that I have an education in, but like instead I just decided to like, I don't know, do tattoos. That's what I decided that I'm gonna do, you know? So, sorry. Something popping here. Okay, anyway. A force of destruction. That's what Granny called my power. Does this guy know something? The cheers vanished from Ryuho's eyes. He's gazing at me intently, not saying. What did I say, Oba? I look at the floor and bring the cup to my lips so he won't notice how agitated I am. The warm tea helps to calm my nerves. I hate it here.
でも勘違いしないでもらいたいのは、俺は君のそういった複雑な
Left
面を暴
brain
き立てる
types.
つもりはない。
Okay, okay.
そんな無粋なことはしないよ。綺麗により分けて磨かれたものより、
You'd
複雑
really
に
love
絡み合
Toa.
ったいびつなものの方がよっぽどいい。入れ墨と同じだ。
Or the guys from Sweet Pool. You'd like those guys. Ryuho lets his gaze roam lovingly across the designs on the walls.
こいつらも案の段階ではただの整えられた絵に見えるだろう。だが全て計算して作っている。実際に皮膚に彫り込んでいく時の引っかかり、滑り、歪み、丸み、広がり、にじみ、色の変化までね。皮膚ってのはデコボコしてる。血がにじんだ時に見るとわかるだろう。状態によっては計算外の事態になることもある。人間に歪みのない部分なんて一つもないからね。だから俺は墨を入れるとき、魂の全てを注ぎ込むつもりで針を刺す。
What is it? I'm gonna give you my blood as a vampire. You turn
歪
to
ん
a
だ皮
vampire.
膚に手を加えてさらなる歪みを発生させるんだ。俺も相応の敬意を払わなきゃいけない。
He finishes by giving me a meaningful stare. I almost said glare. Man, after hearing all that, I'm starting to realize why this guy makes me feel so uneasy. I've always had the impression that he was putting on a performance, but when he talks about tattoos, that impression falls away. The passion in his eyes and his voice, the obsession, that was real. Though his words were the furthest thing from normal, Ryuho looked truly happy. That's how he feels about tattoos. What does he see when he looks at other human beings? Suddenly, my eyelids grow heavy. My vision blurs. What? It's the tea! That's why I said not to get anything from him! Nothing, the food! I'm in despair. Oh, let me turn on the lights. Light turn on break, please. Okay. Alright. I needed... Okay. I needed a moment. And that moment was turning on the light to break away my thoughts. He's gonna put a tattoo on me, like, against my will. Oh my gosh. Well, I know he's not, but, you know. You're just like, ah! Ryuho's words seem to expand in my ears, then melt away. I know everything's gonna be okay, but, you know. I can't keep my eyes open.
君の中に存在する個々の意志がせめぎ合っている限り、君はせっかく繋いだ縁を切り離すことになるだろう。 それが君の背負った宿命だからね。
Don't tell me
君
what
は
to
他
do.
人と
Don't tell me
純粋
what
に
to
共
do.
存すること
You
が
don't
で
know
き
me
る。
like that. You don't know me like that. My destiny? My thoughts are fading into oblivion. Oh, I get it. The tea. The tea! sorry. I'm sorry I'm yelling so much. I'm just like...
その二つ
I
が
hope
融合
it's
した
terrible
ら
at
どんな歪みが
garnering
生
like
じるのか
information.
興味がある。
Okay. By the time I realize what's happening, it's too late. I'm powerless to do anything but let the darkness take me. I hear something. There it is. I open my eyes to a dull pain in my skull. Where am I? You're in the same place, boy. Yeah. Yuho's apartment. Same place I was before. He moved me. I'm lying face down on a futon. Does it have to be face down? Like, can it just be on the chest or something? Or is it like... Maybe it's that whole thing where it's like each piece has to be placed a certain way or whatever on different people or something of that manner. Paper lanterns flicker, casting shadows that dance on the walls.
目が覚めたかな?
No. No. I'm not. I try to look toward the voice, but my body won't move. My arm and legs are numb, like they don't even belong to me. I remember drinking tea in the Yuho's apartment. He must have drugged it. Well, duh. Duh, Oba. Shouldn't be so hard on Oba. I'm just...
まだ体に力が入らないだろう。無理に動かない方がいい。怪我をするし、喋ろうとしたら舌を噛むよ。
Ooh. And he's still trying to do it. Yuho's tone is gentler than before. It gives me the impression of a man preparing for some kind of ritual. I have a very bad feeling about this. Like, he about to take your organs. Like, that's the vibe right now. I hear a sound like pieces of metal being struck against one another. And there's this smell, like a mix of ink and antiseptic.
何を?
喋らない方がいいよ。
何するつもり?
そうだな。簡単に言うと、俺の研究を手伝ってもらいたい。
Of course, research.
研究なんて呼び方、本当はしたくないんだけどね。入れ墨は俺のすべてだ
You
か
are
ら。
not special. Everybody's heart is their life.
この背中に俺の花を刻んだら、どんな風に君の生命力を吸い上げて開花するのか、それが見たい。
Oh, I think, is it the tattoo drains the life force of the person or something? Kind of deep, kind of beat. I think it was something similar to like, what do you call it? The like if someone has power or like it can, the tattoos drain that power. I'm trying to remember like 10 years worth of a game that I do not remember. So I feel him roll up my shirt and then something cold against my back. Is that a Yuho's hand? It's cold as ice. Then he holds a long, thin tool in front of my face. Ooh.
ほら、これが君の皮膚を貫通して、奥まで墨を刻むんだよ。
Thanks to Yuho for telling me that. A brush? No. Several fine needles protrude from the end. That's going into my skin? I have to get out of here, but my body refuses to move. Use scrap! This is the perfect time to use scrap!
ダメだよ。辛いのは君なんだから。
Yuho's tone is chiding. Chiding? Right? Oh my gosh, I haven't said that word in like eons. He sounds genuinely concerned. I hear him stand.
ちょっと足りない道具を取ってくるよ。
I will not,
おとなし
sir.
くしておいで。
I will not. I hear the sound of footsteps on tatami, followed by the opening and closing of a door.
くそ。
I have to do something. I try to force myself up, but my arms and legs give out almost immediately. My throat is parched too, so it's hard to even swallow. This is my only chance to escape. As I struggle again to rise, I hear the door open. Huh? I hear something patter across the tatami, and then something soft touches my bare back.
Ava.
Ren! Ren! The blue ball of fur jumps down in front of me and licks my face.
どうしてここに？
途中でカバンから抜け出して外へ助けを求めに行っていた。
助けを。
Who else is gonna ask Oba? Who else is there who's gonna help you? Ain't nobody else! Ain't nobody else here!
アバ。公爵。
公爵を探し出すのは
I bet it
骨が折れる
wasn't.
仕事
I
だった。
bet it wasn't.
お前最高。
Ren's tail wags happily.
アバ、大丈夫か？
Not really, but sure. Kojaku leans over to look me in the eye. For a moment, the incident at Glitter flashes through my mind. It vanishes the moment I see Kojaku's worried expression.
動けるか？
起き上がれね。なんか薬盛られてて。
ちょっと待ってろ。
He pulls my shirt down and wraps my arm around his shoulder. Then he slowly helps me up, supporting me by my waist. With oh my gosh, sorry. With Kojaku's assistance, I somehow manage to get into a sitting position. My arms and legs are still numb. I keep feeling like I might fall over at any moment, and breathing is a little difficult.
辛いか？
No.
大丈夫。
つか、この部屋。
Isn't this? I don't know, is it? Kojaku surveys the room with obvious disgust. When he sees the tattoo designs and the tools lying next to the futon, a quiet anger sparks in his eyes.
ああ、悪い。胸くそ悪くなる部屋だな。早いとこ行こう。
His scowl vanishes when he notices me staring. He then plants his feet and starts to lift me up. And that's when the door opened.
おやおや。
Oya, oya. Yuho is staring at us wide-eyed.
主の犬間に泥棒かな？ずいぶん堂々としているよう
Oh,
だけど。
Blaze! Spare me! Calm down, Kojaku. I can't get up. Like, you know, like I can't get up. If you act up now, I can't do nothing. Focus, my brother. Kojaku lets me go and stands, glaring at Ryuho with terrifying intensity. You can practically see the rage rising from his body, like black flames.
やっと見つけたぞ。
What? What? Ryuho touches a hand to his lips, thinking.
失礼だけど誰だったかな？青葉くんの知り合いなのは確かなようだけど。
Yeah, you know me. It's that tattoo, the largest one you got on your belt, your board, brother.
とぼけんじゃねえ。忘れたとは言わせねえぞ。
He's like, I don't recognize the people by their faces. I recognize them by the tattoo I gave him.
俺のせい。
こいつを忘れたのか。
I love this CG. This is like, I love this one a lot. This is like one of my favorite CGs. Kojaku pulls back his bangs. In the light of the paper lanterns, the right side of his face is laid bare. He has a tattoo there. So it's not just his back. Seeing it, Yuho's eyes begin to sparkle. And then he grins.
わざわざとぼけてやってただけだよ。
He's like, I'm just joking. And I'm like, oh my
お
gosh.
前の入れ墨を
I cannot.
まだどこにも傷のついていない。まっさらなお前の肌に
Ew,
彫った
why do
俺
you
は
say it like
未
that?
完の最高傑作。
I don't like that. I don't like that.
うるせえ、黙れ。てめえは青葉に何しやがった。
何もしてない。まだね。いよいよこれからってところだったんだけど、お前の邪魔が入った。グッドタイミングだ。お前がプラチナジェイルに入ったことには気がついていたよ。おととい、ここの1階のダンスフロアにいただろ。
Kojaku's such a mess.
その時に見かけた。
He's such a mess. But you know what? I guess that's part of his charm, I suppose. That's probably what I saw at him back
俺
there.
からは声をかけずにおいた。お前が俺を追ってこなけりゃ意味がないからね。
てめえ。
Kojaku's voice quivers with barely contained rage. This is the most animated I've seen the Yuho yet. Kojaku's tattoos. Are they the Yuho's work?
歪みがないってことはね。つまり滑らかでまっすぐってことなんだ。まっすぐなものってね、逆に言えば根元から歪みやすいんだ。
I hate that he keeps saying virgin. Please stop. It's gross.
そこに俺の針を打ち込んだらどんな風に歪むのか。まっすぐなお前の心はどう曲がるのか。それが見たくて俺はお前に全身全霊を込めて彫ったんだ。これでもかというくらい俺自身を込めてね。
黙れっつってんだろうが。
Yeah, please. Please stop saying virgin. It's so gross. I know this is a metaphor for... I can't say it, but this is definitely a metaphor for something. Yeah. So this guy saying all this stuff, I'm like, please stop saying it, because I know what this is equivalent for. Yuho titters gleefully.
忠告忘れちまったかな。あの時俺はお前に気をつけろと言った
Not the rage virus tattoo, like.
でもまさか本当に俺を探し出すとはな。とんでもねえ執念だ。恐れ入ったよ。全く恐れ入った。
Ooh. Yuho takes a step back.
てめえ逃げる気か。
やっぱり俺の目に狂いはなく。こうなったら最後まで見届けたい。お前は思う存分俺への怒りをこじらせるといい。腹をくくろうぜ。俺もお前も。
Yuho!
I'm just like, let's get out of here first. Alba can't move. In the blink of an eye, Yuho spins and flees the room.
待て!
Bro, I can't walk. Like, what are you doing? Kojaku tries to give chase, but I grab his. Thank goodness. I grab his sleeve. Can't let him go like this. I don't know why, but I feel it in my gut.
離せ!
I cannot move. I cannot move. You have to help me. I'm going to be stuck here.
嫌だ。
With a roar that strikes me like a physical blow, Kojaku tries to tear his arm from my grasp. No, we gotta hold on! Okay, hold on. Okay. Wait, hold on.
Kojaku!
I cling desperately to his arm.
離せ離せ
ダメだ
Kojaku is lost in his rage. I need to stop him. You gotta use it, baby. You gotta use it, honey. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. My head. No, not now. I have to stop Kojaku. Kojaku. Oh, that's a good one. Pushing through the pain, I managed to get out a cry that stops Kojaku cold.
Over.
Good job, honey. You got it. Slowly, Kojaku turns. I can tell from his expression that his anger has subsided. Relieved, I collapse onto the futon. Kojaku races to support me.
大丈夫か
No, I can't move, Kojaku!
つかお前こそ大丈夫なのか
That is also true.
俺は
Kojaku pauses and lets his eyes wander around the room. Based on what I heard, Yuho was the one who did Kojaku's tattoos. I don't know if it's related, but Kojaku seems to truly hate Ryuho enough to lose his mind. Why did Ryuho tattoo Kojaku? And why does Kojaku hate him so? Feels like it should all connect somehow, but just can't put it together. Kojaku was silent for a moment before looking up at me.
まずお前に謝らねえと悪かった昨日も俺はお前にとんでもねえことを
コウジクさん無事ですか
We got guys up in here? Suddenly the door bursts open and two men enter shouting. Kojaku smiles at the sight of them.
お前ら遅かったじゃねえか
すみません
Are they allowed in here? How'd they get in here? They're Benny Shigure members. As I watch, several more file in behind them.
お前らどうやってここまで
旧住民区の警官に口聞
Oh,
い
work.
て
Okay,
プ
come
ラチナジェイ
on.
ルへ入れるように動い
Come
て
on,
もらったんだよ
I remember hearing that Benny Shigure had police contacts, so that's how they got in.
近々当への特別記念イベントがあるだろその時に警備の強化として旧住民区の警官も借り出されるらしくてなその増員分として警官に偽装して入ってきたってわけだイベントの間の一時的なもんだからチェックもそんなに
Excellent,
厳しくねえしな
excellent. That's a pretty good plan. We could have been cops too.
とは言ってもですよ正直いつバレるんじゃないかとヒヤヒヤしましたよ
本当ですよ身元の認証するたびに心臓が口から飛び出るかと思いました
そうかでも無事だったからよかったじゃねえか
すね
しかしあの野郎さっさと逃げやがって
You must mean Ryuho.
お前本当に何もされてねえんだな
No, it's fine.
ああ
そうかくそどこへ行きやがったんだ
Who knows? Honestly.
あの野郎ってもしかして着物を着てるやつですか
そうだ
それなら外で待機させてたやつが追ってます慌てて出てきた着物の男が怪しいってんで
Excellent,
つけるって連絡がありまし
excellent.
た
Ha 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 ha.
よくやった上出来だ
That's Benny Shigure for you. They're known for their teamwork.
着物のやつの行方は後で連絡があると思います。他のメンバーはひとまず倉庫に待機させてます。裏口のキーを警官から聞いてるんで。
Come on, girl. Come on, girl.
そうか。それじゃあ他のやつらと合流するぞ。いつまでもこんな胸くそ悪いとこにいたくねえからな。
おっす。
おっす。
アーバー、動くぞ。いけるか。
I cannot move.
あ
よっと。
Okay. Kojaku puts an arm beneath my shoulder and helps me up.
青葉さん大丈夫っすか？
Yeah, please help me, brother.
手伝います。
Please. Kojaku gonna like dump me here.
悪い。
One of Kojaku's guys takes my other shoulder.
俺はアーバさんのカバンとオールメイトを持ってきます。
Okay, word.
頼む。
はい。俺犬好きなんで。
It's like I love dogs. It's fine. Cute.
よし、行くぞ。
Let's get out of here. Yuho's drug hasn't worn off yet, but at least these guys are here to help. Together, we leave the club behind. We proceed through the narrow side streets until we reach the warehouse district. The light and glamour of the main street is just a haze in the distance, and there's hardly anyone around. After we're sure that no one is watching, we approach the back door of one warehouse. One of the guys unlocks it with his coil, and we step inside. The warehouse is massive and filled with stacks of huge boxes. As the door closes behind us, several men emerge from the shadows, the Benishigure members who are waiting for us. Backslaps are exchanged, everyone starts celebrating the success of the rendezvous. The drug is finally starting to wear off. I can move again, so I sit down against the wall. Still, what an ordeal. As I'm resting, Kojaku walks up to me. He just finished talking with the others.
体は大丈夫か？
あ
そうか。
He sits down next to me. I don't know what to say. I'd forgotten amid the craziness, but I still haven't figured out where the two of us stand. Kojaku seems similarly at a loss.
アーバ
Okay, let's talk about it. Kojaku breaks the silence. He turns to look at me in the eye.
ー、まず謝らせてくれ。謝って済むことじゃねえのは百も承知だ。だが、本当に悪かった。
You gotta tell me what's up, though. I feel my lips tighten. Is this how I wanted it to play out? I've thought a lot about my relationship with Kojaku. There's a lot I want to say, and a lot I want to ask. But I feel like I have to be the one to start. I want to know more about Kojaku, but that means sharing my own feelings first. I have to go at his pace, just like he's always done for me. It can't be one-sided. We're not little kids anymore. It's time for honesty. Oh, thank goodness, finally.
コウジャク、俺さ、お前にちゃんと言わなきゃいけないことがある。
A tinge of fear flashes across Kojaku's face.
俺はお前のこと昔から知ってるし、そのせいで何でも知ってるような気になってた。けど俺、前も言ったけど、実はお前のこと全然知らねえんだよな。
青葉。
どんだけうぬぼれてたんだよって話だよな。でもそれを思い知ったらすげえショックで、最初コウジャクはなんで俺に隠し事なんかするんだろうって思ってたけど、そういう話じゃないんだよな。お前にはお前の事情があって、俺に話せない理由もあって、俺はまずそれを分かってなかったんだ。それでも一度は物分かりのいいふりしてお前のこと信じて待とうって思った。お前が話してくれる時まで待とうって。お前が島にいない間、どこで何があったのか、そして今どうなってるのか知りたいんだ。話すのがどうしても嫌ならいいけど、いや、
Tell the truth!
よくね、そういうのはもうやめた。コウジャク、話してほしい。 お前のことを俺に。
Kojaku looks down, saying nothing. If he still refuses to tell me now, then it'll truly be time to throw in the towel. I've said my piece. I'll accept whatever comes of it. After what feels like an eternity, Kojaku slowly lifts his head and looks at me.
わかった。話す。まさかお前をそんな気持ちにさせてるとは思ってなかった。ただお前を巻き込みたくねえ一
That's
心
what
で。
they all say. That's what
そ
they
れ
all
で
say,
黙って
and then you end up dragged into it anyway. You know what I mean?
それに正直、お前に知られるのが怖かったってのもある。だが結局は、お前を巻き込んじまった。劉邦もその因縁の一端だ。ここまで来て今更隠すつもりはね。俺も覚悟を決めた。だから、聞いてくれ。
ああ。
We meet each other's eyes and exchange a nod.
俺がお袋とこの島を出てった時な。あの時、俺は本土の実家に戻ってたんだ。お前は知らないだろうが、俺の実家な。
Yeah,
ヤクザなんだよ。
I like should remember that part, but that part was just like something about his family, and I was like, ah, okay.
そうだったのか。
ああ。俺は組の後継ぎだった。つっても、お袋は妾なんだけどな。
Someone's wife can't have kids or whatever.
代わりに俺が後継ぎってことになった。
Of course.
だが俺は後を継ぐ気なんざなかったし、お袋も制裁からのいじめがひどくてよ。すっかり疲れちまって。それで、この島へ逃げてきたんだ。まあ結局は呼び戻されて。それで
Not the things that happened when mom died.
お袋もその時に死んだ。
His mother's dead. I've met her countless times when we were children. She was a kind and wonderful person. The revelation is so sudden, but I don't know what to say. Kojaku sighs.
顔の入れ墨はさっき初めて見たんだよな。
ああ。でも背中のは知ってる。
見たのか？いつ？
When you were naked in the bathroom. No, sorry.
俺が吐いちゃった時にさ、お前の着物も汚しちゃって。
After I threw up on it.
それでお前風呂場で着物洗ってただろ。
Mercy.
あ
あの時ドアがちょっと開いてたんだ。風呂入ってんのかなって軽い気持ちで覗いて、その時に盗み見るつもりはなかったんだけど、ごめん。
なるほどな。まあいい。背中のを見たとき驚いただろう。
Be like that.
そうだな。
背中も顔も入れ墨は実家に戻ってた時に入れたんだ。強制的にだけどな。掘ったのはあいつ、劉邦だ。あいつは親父に気に入られてて、それで俺にも墨を入れるように親父が言ったんだ。こんなもん背負いたくなんかなかったのによ。因果と言っちまえばそれまでかもしれねえが、家系だの後継ぎだのクソくらえってんだ。
They never do. He presses a hand to his forehead angrily, crumpling his bangs.
劉邦の野郎。お前が劉邦と喋ってるのを見た時から警戒はしてたが、まさかあいつが本気でお前に手出すとは思わなかった。さっきのお前の姿を見た時、心臓が止まるかと思った。だからあそこには近づくなって言ったんだ。
But you didn't explain, so that's why it's just like, bruh. Wait, after he saw me talking to Ryuho?
それってあのクラブの前で俺が劉邦と喋ってた時のことか？
ああ、見かけたのは本当に偶然だけどな。俺はここに来てからずっとあいつを探し回ってて。 ここに来た時に声かけてきた二人組の女いただろ。
おう。
女のうちの一人が首に龍鳳の入れ墨を入れてたんだ。あいつの彫り物は特徴があるからすぐ
Maybe I
わか
want
る。
to do you hope tattoo. You know what I'm saying?
霞んだ
Just
ような青みが出る。それで俺は龍鳳がここにいるって確信して女から龍鳳のことを聞き出そうと思ったんだ。
だから女に会いに行ってたのか。
Why didn't you just say that? You see what I'm saying? I'm like, you could have said it and then we could be like, okay, we're gonna stay safe. You go look then. You know what I'm
正
saying?
直あの時は龍鳳のことで頭がいっぱいになってた。
You see what I'm saying?
おふくろが死んでからあいつはずっと行方をくらましてたんだ。入れ墨のこともあったし、俺はあいつをとっ捕まえてやろうと思ってた。ところがあいつは本土じゃいくら探しても見つからなかった。俺の気は収まっちゃいなかったが、俺もいつまでも引きずってちゃいけねえって、そう思ってまた緑島へ渡ったんだ。なのにあいついきなり手の届くところに現れやがって、しかも青葉にまで。
He trails off there. A dark shadow falls over his eyes.
俺は龍鳳が許せねえ。入れ墨ってのは一度入れたら完全に消すことはできねえ。死ぬまで一緒にいるもんなんだ。
I see.
いくら親父の命令とはいえ、そんなもん入れた野郎を許せるわけがねえ。あいつは入れ墨を掘ることを心底楽しんでる。裏を返せば入れ墨以外はどうでもいいんだよ。相手が泣こうがわめこうが、引きとして針を刺す。ただの下道だ。それにおふくろが死んだ原因はあいつにもある。
I forgot about that.
本当は忘れるつもりだったんだ。どんなに憎んで恨んだところで何も返ってきやしねえ。あとは時が押し流してくれるのを待つだけだってな。なのにあいつ今さらのこのこ現れやがって、どんだけ人のことをコケにすりゃ気が済むってんだ。ちくしょう。
Kojaku suddenly punches the wall. His fist trembles faintly.
あいつのことになると頭に血が上ってわけが分からなくなっちまう。お前にも自分でもおかしいってのは分かってんだ。だが不本意にしろ何にしろ俺はこの入れ墨を背負っちまった。だからこれは俺の業なんだ。こいつがある限り俺の中の憎しみや怒りは消えねえ。だからケリをつけてんだ。
蹴り？
ああ、俺とあいつとのケリだ。だがこれは全部俺の都合だ。お前には関係ねえし、これ以上は巻き込みたくねえ。ケリも俺一人でつける。
Yeah, but we're here on a mission, Kojaku. Like what? Boy.
だからお前に迷惑は。
バカにしてんのか？
Mm-hmm. I look straight into his eyes.
いつ誰がお前のこと迷惑だなんて言ったよ。
Kojaku looks down, perhaps ashamed.
俺の答えをお前が勝手に決めるなよ。俺はお前のこと迷惑だなんて思ったことないし、今も思ってねえよ。今本当に話が聞けてよかったってそう思ってる。これでやっと俺がお前のために何ができるか考えることができるって。
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
話してくれてありがとな。
Okay, everybody, so that'll be the end of this episode today. I am out of time, and I actually ran really long today, so I'll make it really short, but we've kind of reached the we're reaching the climax, I guess the climax of the romance story between Alba and Kojaku. because they have finally decided to be, well, Kojaku has decided to finally just be honest and transparent, so we can finally help him with his mission, and then we can finally focus on the main mission for once. So as always, thank you so much everyone for joining me today. I can't promise that there won't be a missing week again, because schedules are like that when I have to travel and do conventions and, you know, travel for family, etc. So, but if I do ever miss a week, I should be able to announce it the way I did last time. So, so yeah, hopefully you guys will know when I can't make an episode and when I can. But this time, this episode was pretty long to kind of make up for it, hopefully, I hope. But yeah, I think we're reaching the end parts for Kojaku. If there's a part where I can kind of like record a little longer, I'll do it, but there's just not enough time. So anyway, I will be, as of recording this, this will come out Monday, the week of Phoenix Fan Fusion. So if you guys are in Phoenix, or if you're going to be at Fan Fusion, again, please say hi to me. I will be cramming after this video to cram some extra stickers to get those done, because I am, as always, behind. There's just always, I'm always busy. It's always like this. I'm so sorry. So anyway, please don't forget, follow me on all my social media at afishplanet, mostly Instagram, Bluesky, TikTok, a little bit of X, Twitter. Follow my podcast, You Can Smooch Tho, a podcast about all things boys love and other related items. Check out my Ko-Fi shop that I really need to update, but also at afishplanet. Check it out. And my goodness, as much as you can, please, please, please stay happy, stay healthy, stay well, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye. Night night.